Hey everybody, welcome back to Papa's Workshop. First, I want to say thank you to Robbie and Gigi for giving me my haircut. The chemotherapy was doing its job and my hair was coming out, and they were so excited to give me a buzz cut. So thanks boys for helping me with that. Today, I wanted to talk with you a little bit about a quote from Benjamin Franklin: "A place for everything and everything in its place." I feel strongly that in our physical space, like Papa's Workshop, and even in our own lives, we need to be organized, well organized. And in the workshop, I've organized my tools and all these parts and pieces in a way that I really like, that I find convenient now. And it took me a little while to get organized and to get things put together, but now that it is organized, I'm very happy with it. I can get to the tools and the pieces of equipment that I need really pretty quickly. So my goal in getting things organized here in my workshop is just to keep things close at hand that I really like working with, or that I use often. And the first thing that I wanted to share was, when you get organized, having the right containers is really important for getting things set up properly. And the way I've done that is I've used some inexpensive toolboxes for my power tools. This happens to be my D box for the drill. And then for smaller parts, things like zip ties or small electrical pieces, what I use are these inexpensive shoe boxes. And by getting them together, the same size, the same kind of container, it makes organizing things so much easier. Giving each item a place where it should live is also very important. I place some of the small boxes up high where I can easily see them, and my toolboxes that have my power tools, I have them all stacked neatly in a section built specifically for them, so that I can just easily see them and be able to access them. I put similar items together so that it just makes finding something that much easier. If I've got multiple boxes of electrical parts, I always stack those boxes one on top of each other, so that if I see one box for electrical stuff, I know all of them will be right there together. It has some advantages when you do this, because when you're done working with items, it's a lot easier to put everything away. And this helps not only for organizing your shop, but also helps keep you from buying too many things that you may not need. How I ended up with all of this tape is just a real good testament about going to the store and saying, you know, maybe I need some more tape, without really having it in the same place. Finally, when I got it all in the same place, I realized how much I had, and I may never need to buy tape again. Certainly feel that way about nails and screws. I have a lot that I have acquired over time, but now that they're organized, I can see how much I actually have. One thing that I am doing is things that I use all the time: my drills, my hand tools, the power tools. I put those in an easily accessible place. I put them about eye height level, so that I can see them easily, and I don't put anything in front of the stuff that I use frequently. I don't want to have to move things aside. So things that I don't use very often, or things that I just store, I put out of the way, either very high or very low, so that I'm not having to see them when I'm searching for things that I use more frequently. When you do use something, be sure and put it away. Putting things away helps keep your home organized, your shop organized. When your world is messy, it does cause frustration internally for you, when you can't find something when you need it, when you know you have it but can't find it, and you're tearing things up trying to locate an item that you need or a tool that's important to have. It just becomes really frustrating. So taking the time first to get organized and then staying organized is so important. And what that really means to me, what I found is that when you finish a project and you're ready to put a tool away, clean everything up, get everything set back the way it's supposed to be, so that if you need something really quickly, you know right where it is. When you have a lot of things, and over many, many, many years, I've collected a lot of tools and a lot of pieces of equipment, a lot of small items here in Papa's workshop. When you look at all of these things, it's really important to do an inventory about once a year, maybe. Actually go through everything. And if there are things you haven't used in a year, or you've got lots of the same thing, you've got tons of nails or screws or rolls of tape, it may be wise to go ahead and begin cleaning out, to thin out what you have collected so that you don't get all this extra clutter. If you're not using it, if it's not of value to you, don't hold on to it. It won't bring you any joy. It just causes your world to be more cluttered, and we want you to lead a more simple life where you've got everything that you need, you know where it is, and you take good care of your tools. And likewise, you know, when you do an inventory, you make sure you don't have too much of something. When you get done building your workshop, assembling your house, building your soul, be careful not to get excited about something that may not have benefit for you. If you see a tool, if you see some components, if you see something that you get excited about, but you don't know where it could be stored or how often you might use it, think twice about acquiring it. You don't need a lot of clutter in your life. Getting things because it's exciting, or you want to purchase something, maybe it's on sale and you think, gosh, you know, it's on sale, I should buy it. Doesn't necessarily ring true. If you don't need it, don't buy it. You know, these are some things that I've learned over time about keeping Papa's workshop straight. It is important also, as I shared, to keep your heart straight, to understand what is those things that should be stored in your heart, what should be important to you as an individual. These tools, these materials, your experience, your skills, having those available to you and using those in your life is really the most important and rewarding thing. But it begins by keeping things straight, keeping out of clutter, and making sure that there is a place for everything and everything is in its place. Papa loves you. I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.